Hey there, Dr. Charlie here. Welcome to our Charlie Chats for the day. Let us go ahead and take our 3 deep breaths together and do the enhancement. Put your fingers on your cheekbones. It helps to calm your whole system down. All right, we're going to take 3 deep breaths into the bottom of our belly. One more. Fill up your belly like a balloon. Hold for a second. And and release, release. How you doing? I have been not frazzled, maybe just this side of overwhelmed. I have been doing a lot, that is certainly in present tense. I have been doing a lot, and I didn't necessarily realize that I was doing a lot until I was exhausted in the middle of it. My question for you then today is, how are you shifting with the shift? You may have noticed that things are changing. The very fabric of our global being is changing. How are you changing with it? Are you holding so tightly to the things that were that you're not recognizing opportunities in front of you? For me, I am shifting my attention. I am shifting my schedule. I am shifting my expectations, maybe in reverse order. I think shifting my expectations is really being present to what is in this moment and shifting my schedule to accommodate what is in this moment, and then shifting all the other things that need to be shifted. I perpetually reach a point where I am tired of the isness that is right now and have to do something different in order to get a different isness, a different state of being. And right now, the question is, how are you shifting with the shift? How am I shifting with the shift? The expectations are being gentle with myself, with everything that is happening, particularly for Black Americans. There is sometimes a sense of despair, a sense of clarity that the United States has never been for Black people, has never been in support of Black people. And that is evident in most of the infrastructures in this country that are, let's be clear, they are doing what they are designed to do, which is not to support and affirm being Black in the United States. And so, as a Black person, I feel all of that. And it gets heavier. Some days are really heavy. As this is being taped very recently, just a couple of days ago, the officers who killed Breonna Taylor were yet again not charged. There is a clip making its rounds where Sister says it is, let's be clear, that the drywall of a neighbor's house was valued more than Breonna Taylor's life itself. And the continued, I guess, failed expectation, it's not my personal expectation that the United States is going to be in my favor. That I've seen too much to think that that is going to be true. So it wasn't really surprising when the officers weren't charged, and it was just a very, very informal slap on the wrist for one of the officers. I wasn't really surprised. That was, in fact, my expectation about how that would happen. Um, so, shifting my expectation in this world, what is your state of isness? What is your state of being? And are your expectations reasonable for the state of being right now? Shifting my schedule for me, in order for me to not be quite so overwhelmed, I had to shift chunks of my schedule to different days so that it opened up the space I needed it to open up at the time I needed that space to be open. And then also shifting my ways of being. For me, that is shifting where I spend money, shifting where my money goes, and being more thoughtful, more intentional about how I speak with dollars. And so my question to you again is, are you shifting with the shift? Because life is certainly shifting. Are you going to shift with it? Are you going to be bitter and angry because you feel like you got left behind when everything shifted? You can do that in small ways, you can do that in large ways. You're going to have to shift. How are you shifting with the shift? You can do so intentionally. In fact, I encourage you to do that. I think that's a good leaving place. If you do need support in that area, please do check out my website for all the ways that I may be able to support you. My website is drcharliebrown.com. And of course, it is always my esteemed pleasure and great honor to spend this time and share this space with you. Until we meet again, take great care.